Hey guys, welcome to ES Futures Review. I'm on a 4 hour chart. I'm going to get right into it. For anyone that hasn't seen the video before, white lines are what we're looking at. Those are major lines, orange lines are minor. I'm looking for my setups at the white lines usually and or to enter at those areas. Orange lines are more for profit taking and sometimes just for confluence. They can also be pretty much an alternating level that becomes major as price action moves forward. At that point, sometimes it can also be the trigger or entry place. So just looking for the white lines and for the setups. That's the basics. Let's get right into the chart here. It's a 4 hour chart. We have been bull flagging, and as always, bull flags transform. They don't really tell me what I'm trying to do. They just give me targets and an idea of where we stand with the structure that's forming. You can see here from mid-July until mid-August, we pretty much consolidated in this huge range that could be considered a huge flag. We broke out of it in the middle of August. We came back down to back test it last week a couple times, including Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, before finally shaking out as many people as it could and taking off from 6380-ish all the way up to almost 6500 to test new all-time highs right above. Last we left off on the review yesterday, I mentioned also this bull flag. I've considered a change in it overnight now. I'm looking at what I see is kind of like a little bit of flagging right above this other bigger bull flag. This is the more higher time frame. This is the more immediate one, and within that bull flag, which I honestly soon might just delete, I see that we have pretty much consolidated the supports in this general area, and now we are trying to break out of that. As you can see, this trend line is pretty relevant. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just removing that or keeping it and just leaving the top side. Let's go into more of a 45-minute chart now and start to look at what action has occurred since the Sunday open. We got some great setups actually, so volatility is back and ready for action. So excuse me, right here. So Sunday on the open, we pretty much were at this level. We opened there and then we sold right down. We set up a little minor dip in recovery, failed breakdown of the Friday lows. That went up one level, all the way up to 64.83 about. So if you entered right above, you could have gotten about 5-6 points, called it a nice evening trade. However, after that, we rejected and came back down right directly at 8 o'clock this morning to this 64.61 level. One could have bought that directly if they wanted to. It was a nice 30 plus point down dip. You could have gotten a bounce from level to level. If not, the next setup you had was potentially the recovery of the lows here at the 64.74 level, and that did recover, and that ran another 7 points as well. So those are multiple trades that were possible. One more trade you could have taken is if you were a little bit unsure of the direct level test. You wait for this level right here to reclaim. You can see we try to reclaim it a couple times after this minor little tag, afterwards which we did reclaim it around 9 o'clock, and that went for a couple levels up. So few trades there. You had a failed breakdown here, you had a dip in recovery at a level above, you had a direct test right here, and then you had a reclaim up here of a level that was sold from. Afterwards which we got rejected again at 64.81, so I would say it's a very important level moving forward. We pushed through it here, so later on now if you can come back and back test that area for a dip in recovery or form some structure, but I'll get to that in another video. Afterwards which today we came back and back tested this bull flag exact around 8:15 last night. Came and bounced, set up a nice little recovery, the levels above, and then you could have gone long either of these levels for a level to level move. Otherwise, you could have waited for a reclaim of this level, as well as a failed breakdown of this one, which happened in the morning around 9 o'clock. We finally recovered. This green line right here is the reclaim level, because initially I was looking for a failed breakdown, but after all the action of trying to push through this level, including 1, 2, 3 tests before finally pushing through, there's a perfect reclaim here of this level, and that has been what pushed us towards the top of the bull flag once again. So that's ES right now. I have no positions to give you. We are absolutely extended where there's no clear lows to work with. If you go to a 15-minute chart, you could kind of use this one now. So if you could see maybe a dip in recovery of this area coming down to 64.61 to backtest this breakout zone, that would be an awesome setup for ES.